This is a murder case in Detective Conan that only a woman could solve, because the weapon used in this crime is something that men have absolutely never used or could guess. The case takes place 10,000 meters in the air on a late-night flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo. One passenger has been in the bathroom for quite a while and won't come out no matter how much they call. The flight attendant has no choice but to open the door. What they find is a corpse lying on the floor staring with wide eyes, and the cause of death is very strange and rare. There is a red mark on the back of the victim's neck, and it turns out that their spinal cord was pierced, causing suffocation. Coincidentally, high school student Shinichi Kudo is also on the flight. He believes the weapon used is a sharp object about 5 or 6 centimeters long, but such dangerous items are not allowed on planes. So how did the murderer get it past security? Officer Megaray is also on the flight. He requests a full search of the plane to find the weapon. Soon, Takagi returns with 2 pieces of news. One is that he has searched the entire cabin and found no suspicious items, and the other is that he has searched all the passengers without finding anything either. This leaves Shinichi a little embarrassed, but he knows who the suspects are. He hasn't slept all night, and from his position at the back of the cabin, he knows exactly who went to the bathroom. By identifying those people, he can narrow down the range of suspects and find the weapon. Soon, everyone who went to the bathroom is gathered together, and they are positioned in a way that forms 3 sides around the victim. There is also one person who didn't go to the bathroom but was with the victim, and Shinichi is very confident. With a deeper search of their bodies and luggage, he believes they will soon crack the case. However, the result is that nothing is found. Although there are sharp objects, the victim's companion has a ballpoint pen, and the victim's girlfriend has a sewing needle, but suggesting that these could be the murder weapons seems far-fetched. Have you figured out what the actual weapon is yet? The deadlock is making Shinichi feel very awkward. Since no weapon can be found anywhere, this must mean that the murderer used some method to make it invisible. This invisibility trick is the murderer's trump card. Soon, Shinichi notices a blind spot. They haven't searched the victim's luggage yet. With the help of the victim's girlfriend, the police find the luggage, but when the girlfriend reaches for it, she suddenly freezes. She remembers that the victim had recently taken a secret photo of a politician's scandal and had received death threats. The victim's death might be related to that roll of film. When they open the luggage, the film is indeed missing. The victim doesn't have it either, but to their disappointment, the luggage does not contain any sharp weapon that could identify the murderer. This case leaves Shinichi thoroughly confused. Perhaps they should narrow the search again, based on the order in which the suspects went to the bathroom. The first person to go to the bathroom was the victim's girlfriend. She was feeling airsick and went to throw up. When she returned, the victim was still asleep, and the flight attendant can confirm this. The girlfriend even discussed motion sickness medication with the flight attendant. The flight attendant remembers very clearly, because when the girlfriend returned with the motion sickness medicine, the victim was no longer in their seat. It seems that the victim went to the bathroom after that, where the murder took place. So the girlfriend is definitely not the murderer. But at this point, one person suddenly jumps out. He points to the man across from him and demands that he confess. It turns out that when the man returned from the bathroom, he saw that the other man was not in his seat, but the other man swore that he hadn't gone to the bathroom. Although he tried to explain, no one believed him since there were no witnesses. But then